I will show you one way to add depth to a circle to create a 3D sphere. The first step is to draw the circle. You could draw this freehand or draw around a circular shape. Once you've drawn your circle and it looks okay to you, it's symmetrical, left and right, up and down. The next step is to draw two smaller circles inside as soft light guidelines for your shading. And then draw a soft light guideline also for a cast shadow at the base of the circle. Next, start shading using a soft mid-tonal value, not too dark and not too light, using the side of your pencil point, changing the direction of your shading as you shade, and try to keep the shading as flat as you can without too many gaps in the shading. For this drawing, I'm using a 4B pencil, but any soft dark pencil would be fine. Once you have the first mid-tone value shaded in, leaving a space for the highlight in the top left of the drawing, where the sphere catches the light that's shining upon it most readily, the next stage is to draw a second tonal value on top of the first that is a bit darker and away from the highlight. As you shade in this drawing, it's a good idea to move your pencil over the surface and not keep it in one position or one direction. Using the side of a blunt pencil and using small circular movements as you shade will keep the shading blended so that the shading naturally changes from darker to lighter by changing the pressure from stronger pressure for a darker mark to a lighter pressure for a lighter mark so that you get the graded effect. As when you're adding shading to a curved surface, generally you need to have a graded shading. The area opposite the highlight leaves this area a little bit lighter than the surrounding areas to indicate the reflected light the sphere is resting on, the surface it is resting on. As always when drawing, if you find an area that you think that you could improve, it's best to do it straight away as soon as you notice. So for my drawing on the left base of the circle sphere, I think I can just make the shape a bit better. When you're ready, you could shade in the cast shadow. Make sure that the outline of the cast shadow has a soft edge by using a gentle pressure of the edge of your pencil and making sure that the edge of the cast shadow is blended and not a harsh edge.